In today's video, I'll answer your question, what is the Nazirite vow? Then afterward, as always, I'll share some helpful resources, so stick around until the end. The Nazirite vow is taken by individuals who have voluntarily dedicated themselves to God. The vow is a decision, action, and desire on the part of people whose desire is to yield themselves to God completely. By definition, the Hebrew word Nazir simply means to be separated or consecrated. The Nazirite vow, which appears in Numbers chapter 6, verses 1 through 21, has 5 features. It is voluntary, can be done by either men or women, has a specific time frame, has specific requirements and restrictions, and at its conclusion, a sacrifice is offered. First, the individual enters into this vow voluntarily. The Bible says, "Speak to the Israelites and say to them, if a man or woman wants to make a special vow, a vow dedication to the Lord as a Nazirite," in Numbers chapter 6, verse 2. This shows that it is individuals who take the initiative to consecrate themselves to the Lord. There is no divine command involved. While generally done by the individual by his own choice, 2 individuals in the Old Testament and 1 in the New Testament were presented to God by their parents. Samuel and Samson in the Old Testament, 1 Samuel chapter 1 verses 8 through 28, and Judges chapter 13 verses 1 through 5, and John the Baptist in the New Testament, Luke chapter 1 verses 13 through 17, received the Nazirite vow from birth. Second, both men and women could participate in this vow, as Numbers chapter 6 verse 2 indicates a man or woman. The Nazirite vow was often taken by men and women alike purely for personal reasons, such as thanksgiving for recovery from illness or for the birth of a child. However, under the Mosaic law, the vow or oath of a single woman could be rescinded by her father, and that of a married woman by her husband, Numbers chapter 30. Third, the vow had a specific time frame, a beginning and an end, as these 2 statements indicate. Throughout the period of his separation, he is consecrated to the Lord. Now this is the law for the Nazirite when the period of his separation is over, Numbers chapter 6 verse 8 and verse 13. So the Nazirite vow usually had both a beginning and an end. Fourth, there were specific guidelines and restrictions involved with the Nazirite vow. 3 guidelines were given to the Nazirite. Numbers chapter 6 verses 3 through 7 tells us that he or she was to abstain from wine or any fermented drink. Nor was the Nazirite to drink grape juice or eat grapes or raisins, not even the seeds or skins. Next, the Nazirite was not to cut his hair for the length of the vow. Last, he was not to go near a dead body, because that would make him ceremonially unclean. Even if a member of his immediate family died, he was not to go near the corpse. Numbers chapter 6 verses 13 through 20 shows the procedure to follow to complete the vow. A sacrifice was made, verses 13 through 17. The candidate's hair was cut and put on the altar, and the priest did the final task of completing the sacrificial process, which ended the vow, verse 20. This section concludes with the statement, "This is the law of the Nazirite who vows his offering to the Lord in accordance with his separation, in addition to whatever else he can afford. He must fulfill the vow he has made according to the law of the Nazirite," chapter 6, verse 21. Although the Nazirite vow is an Old Testament concept, there is a New Testament parallel to the Nazirite vow. In Romans chapter 12, verses 1 and 2, Paul states, "Therefore I urge you, brothers and sisters, in view of God's mercy, to offer your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy and pleasing to God. This is your true and proper worship. Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is, his good, pleasing, and perfect will." For Christians, the ancient Nazirite vow symbolizes the need to be separate from this world, a holy people consecrated to God. Want to learn more? Subscribe so you don't miss the next video. Visit gotquestions.org for more great content, and check out the details section below this video. There you'll find one book I recommend along with several links related questions. If you'd like to learn about Bible Munch or if you're interested in bite-sized devotionals, subscribe to Bible Munch on YouTube. It's linked right here. Now remember, got questions? The Bible has answers. We'll help you find them.